Hey my beautiful Aries peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Am from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome into your October 2023 tarot reading. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Do want to mention before we go ahead and start, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description box below if you're interested. But without further ado, Team Ram fam, thank you so much for stopping by. And let's see what's going on here for October 2023. What do we got showing up here for the zodiac signs of Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout October 2023. What do we got in store here, please, for our lovely Ram fam? We did have a Six of Swords come out for you guys. So Six of Swords can be about reaching calmer shores, getting to a point where you're out of the rough and choppy waters. Things can definitely be settling down for some of you. And if it's not about that, it could definitely be about feeling like you're taking a step finally in the right direction, if you will. So that may be coming up here for a few of you. But let's get on into your main situation for October. Overall energy for you, we have here the Empress. Wonderful. Taking a look at the current energy, the Queen of Pentacles, what you're dealing with at this time. We have here a Seven of Wands, and looking at the current outcome, we have here a Justice card showing up here for you as well. Both of these are Libra energy, so we have here an Empress card and a Justice representing the zodiac sign of Libra. That may mean something to you. Now, starting out with this overall energy to the current, we have here the Empress to the Queen of Pentacles. Kind of picking up on an energy here where this is about seeing and acknowledging, wait a minute, I'm growing. And I know that I'm growing because I'm starting to take into account my thoughts, my feelings, my desires. That's what the Queen of Pentacles here is all about. Queen of Pentacles is about putting yourself first, recognizing here that I have things I would love to take care of. I have things that I would love to invest into. I have my own desires, my own wants. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of put myself here into a place of prioritization. And I feel like for you, that's a mark of growth with the Empress card showing up for you. It's like, it's a good signal and a healthy signal that I'm actually starting to care for myself, and that I'm actually starting to put forth the time and put forth the effort to make sure that I'm doing better. And I feel like for a vast majority of you, that's not even only just on a physical level, but I feel like that's on a deep emotional and mental level here as well, coming into the month where it's like, yeah, I'm going out of my way to kind of take care of myself. Like maybe that hasn't been what you've been doing for quite some time. Maybe it's been the opposite. Maybe you kind of have looked at things that were happening and just didn't want to do the work in the past. Maybe you didn't want to prioritize yourself in the past. It was kind of just like, you know, I've been there before, where when it comes to mental health and when it comes towards self-prioritization, I would look at things that I knew I had to take care of, but I'd be like, you know, it is what it is. I'll be okay, right? So I would kind of push away getting on top of that type of stuff. But I think that jumping into the month here of October, you're very set on making sure that you're making healthier choices and good choices in general that are gonna benefit your health here. And like I mentioned, not just on a physical level, but a spiritual level, emotional level in general, really focusing on prioritizing good health, healthy things, and getting into a space here where you can actually prioritize what you need and make sure that you're meeting your own needs here as well. You know, I think you'd be surprised at a lot of people who don't meet their own needs on a daily basis, you know, whether we're talking about how much your body needs, right? How much food your body needs, how much caloric intake, how much your body needs water, how often you need to be mindful of taking care of yourself and doing extra self-care things like certain maintenance for your body, right? That could be beneficial and helpful to you, maybe doing a cleansing, whatever the case may be. So, you know, there's some people that don't even meet their basic daily needs. So I think that you're at this point where it's like, I'm staying really on top of this, and that is showing a massive sign here of growth for you guys at this time. You know, I think that that's personal growth. You're like, yeah, in the past, wouldn't really care. Oh, I only had one glass of water today. Fuck it. I'm going to have a soda, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, nope, I'm going to make sure that I get all my water intake in. I'm going to make sure that I take care of myself today. I'm going to make sure that I, you know, have a mental recap of the day and do some healthy shit. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Seven of Wands here is the card that's saying you are finally starting to kind of push aside that impulse that you've had to just say, fuck it. You know, and I'm laughing, guys, not at you. I'm laughing because I relate so hard. You know, in my younger years, back to 17, 18, even though that was the beginning of my path and my positive transformation, I definitely still had the impulse from time to time to say, fuck it, I'll be okay. I know I'm doing things right now that aren't the healthiest for me, but I don't need to worry about it. I'm young, I'm fine. And then it catches up with you in your older years. And I'm not just talking about things along the terms of physicality. I mean, mentally, you know, oh, this is depressing, but you know what? I will just forget about it or run away from it. It's like the more you run away from your problems, they're going to catch up to you. They're going to pin you down in a corner and beat you up like Mike Tyson. Okay, rip your ear off. Who knows, Aries? Okay, but it can be pretty intense when we run away from things that need to be addressed. So looking at the current outcome here, Justice card, yes, you are stepping into so much more of a balanced energy here coming into the month of October, because it's like, I feel like I'm very well put together right now. I've been doing really good. I'm proud of myself. So far, so good is what I'm feeling here for many of you. All right. I mean, it is Libra season, so definitely could be, tis the season, right? To be in the energy of self-care is what I feel here. And I think it's good, man. It's a positive thing. Definitely feeling a lot of smiles, a lot of good energy coming in here from you. It's good to not put things off. It's good to address and make progress and grow. And you're really starting to see that come up here this month, guys. So I'm happy for you. Seriously. Let's see what's showing up here in your potential challenge. What's showing up in the potential challenge? We got here the Knight of Wands. Oh yeah, there goes that impulse that I was talking about. Yeah, Knight of Wands here is an impulse of like, well, there are certain times where I do want to run away from responsibilities. You know, I do have a responsibility to take care of myself, but there are times that come where I'm like, screw this. So that is still going to be a little bit of a challenge. But that impulse inevitably fades, guys. It really does. Because like the more you keep staying involved in the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, where it's like, I'm prioritizing myself, I'm taking care of myself, I'm staying in a good, habitual energy, making sure that I have good habits, making sure I have good regimens. It's like the more you keep on doing these positive and healthy things for yourself consistently, the more easy it's going to be to overcome the impulse to maybe just say, screw this, right? So I do think that whilst that might be a challenge, it's not going to be anything you can't get through, which is really good. Moving on forward, though, for you, Aries, let's see what you can expect here throughout the rest of your month of October, starting out with the first card, Ace of Cups, looking at the next card, the Queen of Wands. Hell yeah. And then we got here the Temperance. Dude, I love it. Let's freaking go. So we got here an Ace of Cups, a Queen of Wands, and we got here a Temperance. Ace of Cups here is the card of love, and it definitely is the card of fulfillment. So I do think that you're going to expect to start seeing a lot of self-love and self-fulfillment come into play here for you. Queen of Wands showing up as the energy of confidence. So I think to a degree here, as you've really been working on yourself, taking care of yourself, you're starting to see a glow and a confident energy that maybe you haven't seen within yourself for quite some time. You know, maybe this is the energy of like, I've been working on my physical fitness. I feel so confident, so happy with my body. Maybe this is the energy of like, I've been working super duper hard on bringing more positive energy to the table, and I feel super happy with myself and happy, and I love giving energy and positivity to other people. You know, whatever the case may be, you feel confident, I feel, in areas of life that maybe was previously lacking confidence. I feel like you've really started to work and target those areas specifically here in October. And as you're targeting those areas, you're getting that confidence back. And it looks so wonderful for you. And I see here with the Temperance card, it's like emotionally, I feel cool, calm, and collected. You know, the Temperance here is about balancing your feelings and emotions, basically being in a very good high vibrational place. So yeah, you're pretty damn balanced here on an emotional level, Aries. So far, so good. What else can Aries peeps here expect throughout the rest of October? Six of Swords coming out here for you again. So like I said in the beginning, right, you're removing yourself from the choppy waters and you're finally reaching the calm. So I think for many of you guys, you're starting to find that calm within you again, especially if things in the past have been a little bit rough. You know, looking at the next card, we have here the Nine of Cups. Yep, self-fulfillment coming in here for you as well. And then looking at one more card, the Emperor, which is Aries energy. Hello, this is representing to me that you're tapping back into your energy, which is quite wonderful. So let's talk about these cards, guys. Taking a look here at what you can expect. Six of Swords. I think for many of you guys, you're reaching calmer shores, but I also feel like you're starting to reach goals that you've set out for yourself. You know, the Six of Swords is about getting to that future place you've wanted to get to. So I feel like for many of you, this has been a plan for a while. I think that you have concocted a plan to create a more healthier environment for yourself and to start really pursuing and following through with your goals. You know, with self-prioritization, that also means you prioritize your goals. So that means you've been coming up with plans. And I think that you're starting to see things go according to plan here with the Six of Swords. So I think that's another thing that really works out and makes you happy. You know, if you've had financial goals, you've created a positive outlook on your finances and you figured out a way here to meet those goals. Therefore, you've been actively working towards them. You know, if you've created any sort of physical goals, if you've created any sort of mental goals, you're seeing yourself reach those goals. You're moving towards them here with the Six of Swords, and with the Nine of Cups showing up here for you. It's like, I'm happy because I can see the success unfold. You know, I am not looking at my progress and saying, hey, there's no progress or there's, you know, stagnancy here. It's like you're looking at yourself actually doing what you set out to do, which is really, really rad. And I mean, seeing the Emperor card show up here for you as well. Emperor here represents that you're feeling back in your energy, but it also represents that you're feeling back in control. To a certain degree, Aries, you might have felt that in the past. Maybe you didn't feel as in control of your life. You know, there's only a certain limit, right, of what it is we're actually in control of. You know, we can't control other people, what they choose to do, what they think, but we can control how we choose or what choices we make, and we can control what energy we bring to the table and what we plan to do. So I think that you finally feel like you're no longer in the passenger seat where life's kind of taking you for a spin. It's like, I'm at a point where I can decide what I want to do with my life. I can decide to choose for myself, and I don't have to sit here and feel like my own personal choices and my own personal life is beyond my control, when I can now start making decisions that are going to lead me to positive and healthy places. So you feel like you're back in that control here with the Emperor, and I really love that for you. Okay, so far, guys, the main situation, super fucking healthy coming into the month of October. Definitely no complaints here. But without a further ado, let's go ahead and continue. We're going to take a look here now into your career, your love life, your personal life. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here for you. All right. What do we got coming up in career for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout October 2023. What's coming up here in career for the zodiac sign of Aries? First card out, the Four of Swords, the following, the Ten of Pentacles, and then we also have here the Five of Pentacles showing up as well. Interesting. It's almost like a Two of Swords moment is here, because Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and then you got a Ten of Pence smacked right down in the middle. Ten of Pentacles represents abundance, but Four of Swords represents needing some rest, needing to take a break. Five of Pentacles is the opposite of abundance. It's actually the energy of feeling loss or lack. Clarify here the Four of Swords. We have here the Five of Cups. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. We have here the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like if you're in Aries right now and you're really unhappy with your job, or let's say that you're also at a point where your job is incredibly draining and you feel like you constantly need to rest or you need a bit of a reset, my advisory would be this could be the perfect time to look for a new job, because getting to a new job could lead you to abundance with that Ten of Pentacles. If you're finding yourself or constantly saying to yourself, I feel like I'm getting nowhere with my career, chances are it's time to stop trying to make that specific career work out and maybe start to look into different options, because I see here with the Ten of Pentacles, there's a better route, guys. There's a better way. There's a better path, is what's showing up here for me at this time to relate to you. So what I would say for Aries peeps is that if you're finding yourself, or more so saying to yourself on a daily basis, I don't know about this job anymore, I'm not fulfilled, I'm not happy, I don't feel like they're paying me enough, this just doesn't feel worth it, I would say, of course, practically hold on to that job until you get another one. But while you're working this job, start applying and seeking out your other options, because once you can get a new job that lines up for you, you can walk away from this job. Meanwhile, you had an income throughout that entire time. You can dive on into the new job, and hopefully, more than likely, we could start building this path of abundance here with the Ten of Pentacles. Keep in mind, the Ten of Pentacles isn't only about money, though. It's about stability in other areas too, such as your peace, your sanity, right? You know, some Aries that are watching might say, my job is making me lose my sanity. And at the end of the day, no matter if you're making good money, bad money, you want to make sure that you're in a working environment where you can have at least some sense of peace. If it's driving you crazy and insane, that's no way to live either. So I see here for you, it would be the perfect time to start looking at different options. If you were finding yourself very frustrated with your job, whether the lack of money, maybe it's not enough for you, you really desire more, or whether it is a combination of that paired with a really harsh environment, it could be a perfect time to step out of that and start taking care of yourself and addressing that I know I deserve the best, and if this job doesn't fit the description of providing me the best, it's time for me to go ahead and step up and get a job that deserves me, okay? And a job that I know I deserve moving forward. So I definitely do think it could be a good time to look into some other options, all right? So take that if it resonates. If your job is awesome, then don't worry at all. I love that for you if it is, okay? All right, guys. Yeah, Two of Wands coming out. Remember how I said I felt like this was a Two of Swords moment? Yeah, here's the Two of Wands, basically the same thing, except the thing about the Two of Wands, it says you can go down this path where you can stay at this job and you can hate it, or you can allow yourself to open up a brand new gate and jump into something else that can be brand new, but also something that you'll like, because each wand is an Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands here represents new beginnings, but it also represents passion. It represents something you're going to enjoy. So if you're not enjoying this, there's something else out there for you to enjoy when it comes to the workplace, okay? All right, though, Ram Fam. These cards got to stop flying at me. I ain't ready. All right, I'll give you this card because it popped out too. 6 of Wands. Yeah, I think you're going to be successful in other areas of work. That is that. All right, Aries, your guides want to talk about work, man. They really do. Either way, you definitely are looking more successful in another job or another area of career. Okay, but let's get into love now. We're going to start looking at the single Aries. So let's see what's going on with you. What do we got showing up here for the single Ram Fam coming up in October 2023? First card out, 4 Cups. The following here, the 6 of Pentacles. And lastly, we have here the 7 of Cups showing up here for you as well. Yeah, I kind of feel like single Aries peeps are also looking at their options too. I do see here with the 4 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles, it's been kind of hard, or you feel like it's been hard to find somebody who's on the same page as you. I think you're trying to look for somebody here who kind of aligns with your interests. I don't think you're trying to look for somebody too similar, but you're also not trying to look to find somebody who's a little bit too different. So it's been tough, I feel, to find a person to resonate with. I think that you're noticing that my personality is like vastly different than the people I've been connecting with. So it's been hard to find a vibe. I think for the single Aries peeps, you are still in a position of time where you're looking, but I think in October, you might still come across people that you feel just don't meet and pretty much match your energy and match your vibe. So for the single Aries, you might still be looking this month, but I don't necessarily maybe feel you finding that specific person just yet. It feels like the people you do come into contact with just might not match your energy quite enough. So you know what you're looking for. You want somebody to match your vibe. I think that the people you're coming into alignment with just might not be at that point, and that's totally okay. So definitely seeing single Aries peeps, Aries peeps is what I meant to say. I definitely still feel single Aries peeps keeping their options open here when it comes towards the idea of love. Yeah, for sure, for sure. You know what I like, though? I don't think you guys are chasing love at this time, though. And that's a good way to look at things, because when we tend to chase love, whatever it is we chase, naturally we tend to repel it. You know, I often tell this example, and it's super true. Think of energy in like the same terms as physical things, right? If somebody, let's say you're walking on a sidewalk, okay? And as you're just walking out of nowhere, somebody right behind you starts chasing you. What are you gonna do? You're gonna fucking book it, dude. You're running, right? If a random person just starts running at you, you're gonna get the hell out of the way and you're gonna keep it moving, right? So that's the same thing energetically, right? When we're chasing something like love, for example, the more we chase love energetically, the more love wants to run the hell away from us, because chasing just provokes something to want to get as far away as possible. So I like that you're not chasing love, because you don't need to chase it. If you chase it, it's going to run away. Let love come towards you. Don't even focus too much about trying to find partnerships. You can date, you can go out there, you can try to meet people, but don't have that be something that you're consistently chasing. Because remember, anything we chase, it's going to want to run. You know, instead here, Aries, for you guys, know what it is you want. See your options when options come through. Give things a chance, give things a try with people that you come into contact with, and let it all work out for you. Inevitably, you're going to meet that person that matches your energy anyways. Okay? All right, though, guys, moving along here forward, let's have a look at the Aries in relationships. What do we got here for Aries that are already with somebody romantic? The romantically involved Aries, what's showing up here for you? All right, first 2 cards. Hello, the Lovers and the 4 of Pentacles. I like that. Yeah, still holding on to each other. You're saying to me, hi, Aunt, we still love each other. Yeah, we're good. So for the Aries that are in relationships at this time coming into October, yeah, you and your person are definitely still together here, going strong, going steady with that 4 of Pentacles. We have here a Page of Swords, and we have here a King of Cups. Uh-oh, I see some tea, though. All right, let's talk about this one real quick, Aries. Now, just want to mention, 4 of Pentacles makes a little more sense. You might be a little bit, not crazy, but a little bit protective of your partner here at this time. And I do see a potential reason as to why, because looking at the next 2 cards here, King of Cups, Page of Swords, there could be somebody who's either interested in you or they're interested in your partner, because Page of Swords can be somebody who's keeping your eye on you or your partner at this time. So you might feel the need to be a little protective here, whether that is of your partner or of yourself. But yeah, I do get that sense of somebody in the background here wanting either you or your person. Here's the thing though, guys, don't worry too much about having to be protective, because I feel like you and your partner are good. At the end of the day, try not to worry about it. Just put that trust into your partner regardless, because I feel like your partner here is not interested in anybody else but you, and vice versa, Aries. I feel like you're not interested in anybody else but your person. So don't even worry too much about being protective, but instead just have that sense of relief to know that the two of you are involved. You love each other. You can trust each other. There's loyalty here. And whoever this third party may be lurking in the distance, it's like they're not going to get the opportunity here or the chance. So I do see that showing up for coupled Aries this month. There could be possibly somebody else in the mix who either likes you or your partner, but I still don't see them taking action. You know, you might be able to tell very clearly with their flirtatious attitude and their behaviors, but they're not actually going out of their way to make a move, because we have here the, Page of Swords, which is a card of hesitancy, meaning that they'd be too scared and too nervous to make a move, and Eight of Cups as well. They're going to try to keep their distance. Maybe this is somebody that your partner works with, somebody that you work with, but I don't feel like they're going to try to go out of their way too much, because I do feel like there is actually a level of respect that they have for your relationship. I think that it's hard for them to kind of hide their feelings for either one of you, but I don't see them going out of their way to try to create a home wrecking type of situation. Definitely not the vibe here for October, okay? All right, though, Ram fam. Moving along here forward, we're going to take a look at the last portion of the reading before the overall outcome. So let's take a look here and see what's going on with you on more of a personal note. All right, what do we got going on here for Aries on more of a personal level? Coming up here for October 2023. First card's going to be the Magician. The following card here for you is going to be the Fool card. Cool. And lastly, the Sun. I love it, guys. First things first, you're popping up here with the Fool. That's the Aries card. Magician's Virgo. Sun card is Leo. Now, the Magician here to the Fool, you're really beginning to embody the energy here of adapting quite well to your new lifestyle. The thing about cardinal signs, right? Aries is cardinal fire, just like as me as a Cancer, I'm cardinal water. We're not always too keen in adapting. If we're a mutable sign like a Pisces and a Gemini, we might be a little bit more adaptable to our circumstances and situations. The thing about cardinal signs is they typically kind of stick to what they know, and they stick to what they've always been doing. So I mentioned to you in your main situation, you're at a point in time where you're really trying to stick with this new regimen of taking care of yourself, doing the healthiest things possible that you can for yourself, and not pushing off things that need to be addressed mentally, physically, emotionally. You're staying on top of everything to create a very healthy lifestyle. And I see here for you with the Magician here to the Fool card, it's like I'm showing up to do that as much as possible. It is something relatively new. It's not 100% in my comfort zone yet, but I feel like you're adapting and adjusting relatively quickly. And I think that to a degree on a personal level, that's making you happy here as well. Maybe you feel like you don't always have the easiest time adjusting and adapting to situations. Maybe you don't feel like that happens normally very quickly. But one thing I feel coming into October is that it is happening. It is basically going to be a very quick adjustment for most of you guys at this time. I think it's like I'm kind of surprised at how fast I've adjusted to this healthier alternative and healthier lifestyle. And for that, I'm genuinely happy for you, as you are happy for yourself, okay? So it looks great, guys. I think on a personal note, you guys are sincerely doing well. Okay? All right, let's hop on into the overall outcome, baby. What's going to be the overall outcome here for the Ram fam? Regarding October 2023, what do we got? And we got here the Ace of Wands. Let's go, baby. I love it. Ace of Wands coming out here for the outcome. This is the energy here of a new beginning is acquired, and you're loving every step of it, okay? Ace of Wands is passion. So I definitely feel like this new beginning is something you're passionate about. This new kind of chapter in your life is something that's incredibly exciting, and I think you can't wait to continue to carry it going forward. So guys, you're in a good position here coming in October. You really are in a new chapter of your life here with the Ace of Wands. I do feel like, once again, this is a chapter that you really enjoy. It's something that you're passionate about, and I think that you're in a wonderful space. There is literally no complaints, guys. I really do enjoy your reading. I think if there was one thing maybe to touch base on with you with was the situation here with work. Just be mindful, like if you really are at a point where it's like this job is just not worth it, don't quit immediately and not have an income. Make sure you're keeping an income, but start looking for other jobs. Once you get that other job approved, leave this crappy job behind, jump into the new experience. There's definitely more success elsewhere in work for you. So if something's just not working out, really start to look at the alternatives. I think that you can improve that work situation very, very quickly, okay? All right, though, Ram fam, I love you guys. Your reading gave me a lot of excitement excitement today. I really enjoyed it. This reading gave me tons of life. So I appreciate you all so much coming out here and bringing the good ass vibes. If you did enjoy today's reading, please do leave a like on this video and definitely comment down below. Would love to hear your thoughts. And of course, for anybody here who is new, if you're interested in subscribing, I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. So definitely hit that subscribe button. I'd love to welcome you in. For those of you that are interested in personal services and readings, you can check out my website. First link in the description below. Would be happy to meet you over there if you'd like. And with that all being said, Aries, Team Ram Fam, have a wonderful October 2023, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love and have yourselves a good one. Peace.